Hello friends, welcome to the Plant Science Forum. In this video, we are going to discuss about heterospory and seed habit. Before we begin, first understand some of the terms which are required in this lecture. The Terudophytes. Terudophytes, they are the cryptogamic plant. They are also the first vascular plant. They disperse spores and produce neither flowers nor seeds. Sporophyte is the diploid multicellular stage in the life cycle and it develops from the zygote. So zygote is the first cell in sporophytic generation. The gametophyte, it is the sexual phase in the life cycle. The sex organs, they are developed on the gametophyte and there they produce gametes. Heterospory, as the name suggests, it is the production of spores of two different sizes and sexes by the sporophyte. One is the male type, another is the female type. Habit is also known as the plant life form, which is a general appearance of the plant. And seed habit, it is the evolutionary trend in the vascular plant. Vascular plant, by it means pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. But as the evolutionary trend they are suggesting, that means it has begun from the first vascular plant, that is the pteridophyte, where megaspore germinate in the megasporangium after successful sexual fertilization. Now this image represents the heterosporous life cycle. As we are studying heterospory and the seed habit, here heterosporous condition is essential. Homosporous condition doesn't show a seed habit. We will see this in later coming slide. Here this plant is a presentation of a fun, or you can say classical example of pteridophytes. Here you can see the fertilization process which leads to the formation of zygote. Then comes the embryo and then comes the development of complete sporophyte. Now on this sporophyte there is a development of sporocarp. As it is a heterosporous plant, it shows the microspore and the megaspore. Then these two get fertilized and again start the complete life cycle. Here the upper portion, this upper part is a diploid phase and a sporophytic generation, whereas this lower part is a haploid phase and gametophytic generation. Now in heterospory, the existence of heterospory is one of the important characters in the origin and evolution of seed habit. Evidence suggests that the heterospory arises due to the reduction in the number of spore for providing a better nutrition to surviving one, because as there is a many number of spores, so the nutrition requirement is much more and it is not possible for every spore to get the required amount of nutrition. But as the heterospory has developed, so there it has witnessed the reduction in the number of spores, so that remaining number of spores they can get a better amount of nutrition. In case of Pteridophyta, 7 genera they show the heterospory. These genera are Selaginella, Marsilia, Azolla, Salvinia, Isoetis, Regnilidium and the Pilularia. Here you can see the various genera. This is the Selaginella, from where actually a seed habit and heterospory is developed. We will see this in the next slides. Marsilia, Azolla, Isoetis, Pilularia, Regnilidium and this Salvinia. Large number of microspores they are produced and these are smaller in size as compared to the megaspore. Actually the name itself indicates micro means small and mega means large. So microspore they are many in number but smaller in size, while the megaspore there is only few, or you can say a single megaspore but larger in size. In heterosporous plant, sex is differentiated in the sporophytic phase by producing female and male gametophyte. Also in heterosporous plant, gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte, which is unlikely to the case of homosporous condition. In homosporous condition, gametophyte is independent and takes the nutrition from the environment, while in case of heterosporous plant, the gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte, which is very much essential evolutionary trait for the development of seed habit. Now here you can see the heterosporous condition and the homosporous condition. You can see this is the sporophyte where the megaspore and a microspore has developed. Now both they get fertilized and forms the zygote. Now this zygote is actually developed on the sporophyte itself in the gametophyte. So gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte and there is a germination of zygote. While in case of homosporous condition, the prothalial stage is developed, which is nothing but the representation of gametophyte, and on that gametophyte there is a development of gametes, male and female. So here the gametophyte is independent and separated from the sporophyte. Now let's talk about the seed habit. The prerequisite condition for the development of seed habit is obviously a heterosporous condition, that means male and female gamete formation, reduction in the size of male, and formation of only a single functional megaspore. And this megaspore is surrounded by a protective layer which is called as integument. In this image you can see how the heterosporous condition has developed. The fertilization and the embryo formation, it must be in situ. In situ means inside the natural condition or inside the body only. In this image you can also see here, this is the sporophytic plant body where there is a development of male and female gametophyte. They actually fertilize and forms the zygote, and zygote it itself germinate, forms embryo inside the sporophytic plant body only. So it is dependent on the sporophytic plant body and it gets better nutrition as compared to homosporous condition. Now how this Selaginella has approached the seed habit? Probably Selaginella is the first plant which shows the heterosporous condition, and so the question is how it has approached toward the seed habit. As I said just now, it is the heterosporous plant. It shows the only single megaspore, and this megaspore germinate within the megasporangium. So by this you can say that as the megaspore is germinating within the megasporangium, it is dependent on the sporophytic plant body. The plant Selaginella rupestris, here megaspore developed up to the formation of rhizophore stem and cotyledonary stage in the megasporangium itself. So this is how you can say that because of such characters, we can say that Selaginella has approached toward the seed habit. But there is something problem. Why Selaginella cannot attain a complete or a true seed habit? Because Selaginella lacks additional protective cover like integuments. Although megaspore germinate, but a complete retention is not possible. The embryo lack a dormancy period. So as soon as zygote and embryo is developed, there is a germination, whether the condition is favorable or unfavorable. But for a plant to survive, it is necessary that embryo should undergo a dormancy period till the appearance of favorable condition. But here such phenomenon is absent, so it lacks the true seed habit. And other character is, although Selaginella approach towards the seed habit, but it is not a true seed plant. Still, Heterospory has some of the significance, such as this is the expression of sex determining process in case of plant. There is a development of microspore, which is a male gamete, and there is a development of egg, megaspore, which is a female gamete. Now it is the significant evolutionary process toward the development of seed. Unlike homosporous condition, heterosporous plant gametophyte is dependent on the sporophyte and embryo acquires nutrition from the sporophyte itself. So this is how heterospory significance is given. In this diagram again you can see the dependence and independence of the gametophyte on the sporophyte. So this is all about the heterospory and seed habit. I hope you understood the topic. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Thank you.